lovelies, this is Sheree from Divine Visions. I'm doing a quick check-in about Jeremiah Rivers today, Jayo Rivers. I've had family and friends reach out for further insight, so I'm hoping today that Spirit can please guide us to further information regarding Jayo. What's happened to him? Where is he? Why are the people who he was with at that campsite, you know, well, I think a few of them have come forward just recently, but it doesn't make sense still. What's, you know, there's a lot that have come forward. There's not, well, to police, as far as I know, there has been some people coming forward who just, all their stories don't line up. Yeah, I don't know, guys. It's a very sus situation. He went missing in outback Queensland in October last year. There's been no sighting of him because, let's face it, it's in the outback, so there's really not many people, I guess, traveling through and seeing him. And the people he was with, you know, these guys, I think there was 6 other guys or 7 other guys. Yeah, just all they've said is that he took off somewhere and he didn't come back, which is just bizarre. But anyway, let's check it out. We don't really know the truth. I've got my crime oracle that I created. These are, some of these cards in here can be very graphic. They can be a bit gory. They're just pictures I've taken from the internet, okay, from Pixabay, to help me understand what's going on. But if it's, you know, I understand it's a sensitive issue. I really do. So please don't watch the video if you're afraid of seeing something you don't want to see. It doesn't necessarily mean it's correct. I never claim to be correct, like 100% correct. Okay, so it's just giving us an insight into what may have occurred, where he might be, what might have happened to him, and who might be responsible, okay? And hopefully this will guide us today. It's not 100% telling you that this is exactly what happened, but let's just pray to God and the angels and to ancestors, okay, Jayo's ancestors, to please come forward, please come forward to help us know what actually occurred, okay, that night. Let's have a look, please, Spirit. Thank you. What happened to Jayo? Can you give us a story, please? Something very fast happened to Jayo. This might not have been a prolonged event. This can represent travel on the road, okay, travel. And it's interesting, the pictures here shows like this red earth, okay, red earth. The background shows like mountains, things like that. I don't know if there's mountains out there, but it does show red earth, and it shows like the outback. So very interesting that he was out there with people traveling. And we got the 6 of chalices, so it's a childhood friend was with him. And I know that for a fact. There is a childhood friend that was with him. And that doesn't mean that this guy is responsible, but in the very first reading I did, there was a guy that I kept seeing come up who is like, and I could see another Indigenous guy, and he's younger, I think, than Jayo, and he calls him brother, and that's the truth. Like, that actually was confirmed to me. So this does represent that brotherly connection. So, yeah, it could have been, you know, good times. They were having fun together initially. Wow. Okay, what else have we got here? 4 of Wands, campfire. So this is happy times. This is celebrations and stuff. So this is just them all being free and happy along the journey, okay? On their journey there that night, or that day, or that time, or whenever they were there. Because we've got the Queen of Wands here, once again, a feminine energy. I don't even know if there was a female. I'm telling you, it's so strange this keeps coming up. 2 of Pentacles, rabbits. But this does show confidence. Once again, the fire. Got the Empress here, feminine energy again. Rabbits again. So, you know, rabbits could be out in the outback, part of the landscape, whatever that means. 2 of Pentacles, you know, can show the wheels too, 2 wheels. But the Empress is also the outdoors. It's the beauty of the land. The wheel. The wheel. So there's definitely a vehicle involved. So they were traveling, I think, in 2 different cars. Okay, this is for Jayo Rivers. Jeremiah Rivers, please. Give us some idea as to what occurred that night and where he might be, please, Spirit. Who might be involved. Okay, so we got the 3 of Earth, which represents 3 people specifically coming together to perhaps... See how they're kind of like whispering together? And they're out in the bushland. So it kind of represents 3 people huddling together, whispering about what's going on here. Queen of Air. So it's very serious communication. They know the truth. These people that he was with, they know the truth. It might not all be all of them, but these specific people, 3 people, know. Yeah, they're working hard at keeping the truth to themselves. Keeping their cards close to their chest. Somebody definitely knows what's happened. Yeah, oh yeah, look at that. Animosity. Right, there's animosity. There's somebody in the group who's just really, really a bad egg, I tell you. You know, there's probably more than one, but there's one specifically who's really quite a... what am I saying with that? He doesn't give a shit. He just does not give a shit. He's very ruthless is the word I'm getting. And I mean, these guys were hunters too. You know, they'd go out pig hunting and stuff. And not that that's a bad sport or anything, you know, in terms of... that's what they do, I guess. But sometimes people like that can be very ruthless, can be very rough around the edges. Yeah, I don't know, guys. Five of Water. So this is interesting that this mermaid, she's actually underwater. And that makes me wonder, is Jayo, is he underwater? Is he near a body of water? Because also in this landscape, there's water in the background. So it's very flat landscape, which is where he was. Pretty flat out there. But also I wonder if it's mossy, the waterway, whatever that is. I wonder if it's a mossy algae kind of like swamp thing, because when I meant to mention this actually, after I did the first reading, it might have been about a month later, I got this information coming through. I got Mandurah, I think it is, in WA. For some reason that came through. I saw a vision of like an algae like on top of a swampy area, like just this body of water that was just stagnant. It's not a flowing river or anything like that. It's like maybe a water hole. I don't know what it is, but it looks like a swamp and it has all the green mossy algae kind of stuff around there. So he could be in that or he could be around that. 10 of Water. Once again, water. Okay. So I'm not necessarily reading the message of the meanings of the cards at this stage, but I am looking at the elements here as well. It's whatever Spirit wants to tell me here. Yeah, there's a web of lies. See the web? There's a web of lies here. And people are confused. Like, the family are confused because all they're being given is bits and pieces, and it's hazy. And there's people hiding the truth, covering up the truth. Ace of Fire. So there was a campfire. Somebody holds the truth that could come forward. Look at the moon. This could have happened at night. And the Two of Fire. Interesting how this is kind of like desert land. I know that doesn't look like that out there, but interesting how in the middle of nowhere there's 2 people here. traveling, travelers together. Nine of water, again water. It's not really giving me much info this at the moment, but I am going to get into my oracle in a minute. Look at that, the hermit. Somebody, it looks like in a cave too. So is he in a cave? Is there somewhere that's, well, it definitely shows me that there's somebody who's got this kind of energy of the devil and they're hiding away. They're laying low, put it that way. They know the truth. And it could be one of the guys who's, well, I'm just getting this intuitively. It could be one of the guys who's actually come forward and said something already. Just trying to put on a good face. But I do wonder about the two guys who the media don't know about as well. It's interesting that they're just gone MIA. Water again. Two of earth. Strong tree here as well. So it's not, I'm not getting a connection with that. I don't feel it. But there is a younger energy there. Got the three of fire. Yeah, I'm not getting anything with that. I'm going to get the crime oracle out now and see what it tells me. Train tracks. Desert, dry, hot. So it's pretty hot and dry out there in the outback. I don't know if there's train tracks nearby. I don't really know. I've got no idea. Maybe along the way where he is, there is. We've got autumn. Okay, so that could be coming up this year. Autumn for Australia. Which is between March and May. So that could be something. We've got forest path, mossy, could be a cold case. I don't want to say that, but that's come up. It doesn't have to be correct, by the way. It does not have to be correct. But it's interesting it's saying forest path, mossy. So there could be, they could have taken him down an area that's quite like bushland. January, we're in that January right now. Could be something coming up, some new information. Thugs, dealer, criminals. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if that's who's hurt him in any way. Look at that male victim. That is Jayo is the victim, a male victim. And maybe these people have this kind of mentality where they are, maybe they are criminals. Maybe they have a past, some of these people. Who knows? They're not good people. Death, okay. So I'm sorry if this is a trigger, okay. This doesn't, as I said, have to be correct. But it could be that he has passed. We get a bridge here. So he's crossed the bridge. Family. Okay, so we've got family there as well. So August and unknown to police, not in the system, a clean record. So it could be somebody as well. We've got criminals and we've also got someone who's unknown to the police, not a criminal. It could be Jayo. Maybe he's got the one with the clean record, or there could be someone else in the group who's got a clean record. Because there's a bunch of them, like there's 7 guys, so they would all have different history. And there's a bridge to family, so somebody he calls family as well is there. Gunshot shooting. I don't know. I doubt they would have been carrying guns, but who bloody knows? Who knows with these people? You know, they're going pig hunting with their dogs, but I don't know if they'd have a gun. Natural causes. That could be something else. We've got domestic violence, physical abuse. And overseas, local, global travel. So there was local travel, you know, over the border. I don't know what these have to do with. Sometimes we don't know. Maybe one of the guys has beat up his woman. We don't know. Okay. There's a van. Intimate relationship, sex, romance, emotional ties. And we've got a male suspect, accomplice, definitely. So just to let you know, this could come out as quite confusing. It's like a puzzle, having to try and put things together. I'm trying to get a strong link with Jayo. Large group. Yes, there was a large group of guys. And 2 to 4 people, small intimate group. So there was a large group, but then there might also be a small intimate group. Because when you think about it, there was 7 people. So there's 4 people, 2 to 4 people that he might have really known and trusted to a degree. And the rest of them he didn't. And there's been drinking, intoxicated, drunk, alcohol. So they were drinking. And an old abandoned barn shed, isolated. No idea what that is. If that's even out there, I've got no idea. But that could also represent something now, that some evidence could be in somebody's shed of some sort. I don't know. Legal court documents, eyewitness statements. So someone's making statements to police. July. So that could be around July, because these things take time, especially with the whole COVID thing and everything, and even the family trying to push for police and the media to get onto this because it's ridiculous. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Now, springtime as well could be something that's coming through, okay, around September this year. And we've also got a car accident, so I don't know if something happened around a car, an old car, because that's right. Oh, I just remembered. There was a car an abandoned car, actually. I saw in my vision an old abandoned car. I have no idea of the make and model. I'm hopeless with that stuff. But it was a sedan, I know that. But it was a very old model. Could have been a Ford, I don't know what it was. But I saw in my vision this abandoned car in the outback somewhere. So he could be near there somewhere. Crime of passion, rage. So there could have been anger, amongst the group as well. Stranger. So someone he didn't know too well. It was in the group as well. Stabbed, sharp weapon. Now, I know that came up in a tarot reading. I don't know how accurate that is, but you just don't know with these things. Church, the family are praying, okay, to the church. Someone could be on suicide watch. Got February this year, and we've also got overdose. So someone, might have a conscience and people need to be aware what's going on with that. Someone is clean, framed, innocent, clear conscience, set up, or a scapegoat. So someone could turn on someone else in the group and blame them when they could actually be the more innocent one. And there's a pickup truck, which they actually took with them. They did have pickup trucks. They had utes. Four-wheel drives. Accomplice is a female suspect. Interesting, that's coming up around the woman, isn't it? Oh my god, female victim. That's weird. So it shows there's a female victim, but also a female suspect. So is she also a victim in this? Because, it could be that there is some woman who is a girlfriend of the guys who has information, but she's also a victim in this. Maybe she's being threatened. Maybe she's now got this burden of this knowledge. I mean, who knows? Yeah, so someone's changing their appearance. They might have a new hairstyle, different clothing, facial hair. Somebody's known to the victim. And female child victim, I've got no idea what that is, because that could be also family. Okay, if he's got younger siblings or something, could be like that. But the more you pull out of these, the more it can get a bit confusing. So I don't want to pull out too many. So let's see what's coming up here. Gosh, yeah, look at that bushland forest. Very interesting. And I'm wondering if they were going pig hunting, could something have happened around the hunting aspect of it? And they just left him there, for to the elements, basically. Break and enter. I don't know if someone's a criminal who's been known to do that. That could be a clue as to who's responsible. But it says rescued, help, retrieve, saved. So something could be saved. What's going on there, please, Spirit? So taxi, public transport. So I've got no idea what that means. Yeah, because we've also got the outback, rural and deserted. So once again, it's pieces of the puzzle trying to put together. Look at that, betrayal. Okay, betrayal, September. Some of these they all come out too much, but that's interesting. Betrayals come up. Now I want to see if there's any kind of direction-based stuff here. We've got weeks, so in weeks there could be some new information. We've got south of the area he was in. South, is it? South. Hours. So in hours of this reading, there could be some information coming through. We got months as well. So it does look like there's a process. You know, so much can change in hours, weeks, and months. What else can you tell us, please, Spirit? Got east. So is it southeast of where they were at Nakundra? Is it southeast? More information, please, Spirit. More information, please. 500 to 100,000 kilometers. Now that's bloody vast. You know, that's a huge, vast land there. Yeah. Country, wilderness, green, lush. Now it's not green and lush out there, but it's interesting it's saying country. But there could be some green parts there. I don't really know of all. I mean, I know it's red earth out there, you know, it's outback. October is the time he went missing. We've got landfill, dumpster, trash. So I feel like there's some evidence that's possibly been thrown out as well. Could be a weapon. It could be a phone, like they could have gotten rid of phones. I don't know exactly. But there's definitely a cover-up going on here. And there's been help. Okay, so the helper could be a helper to the suspects or POIs, or it could be helper to the victim or for the victim. But I feel like someone's going to come forward and help the family. That's what I feel that is. Someone's a smoker. In May, something could come up. Wow, that came out. Suffocation. I don't believe that with him. I don't get that idea. But look at that group fight. Huh. Look at that group fight and a motorbike. Someone rides a motorbike, and it's also interesting because they had quad bikes that night. You know, during that camping trip as well. And a seasoned criminal, system knowledge, repeat offender. I think a couple of the guys in there are pretty dangerous people. Like they have links to other people who also have been into criminal behaviour. That's just my idea. And I think that if the police really investigated, they'd find a whole lot more than just this whole thing. Well, not saying just this whole thing, but like Jayo's disappearance is massive in itself. I feel if the police were to investigate one of the people properly in this case, they would be unraveling a whole syndicate of criminal stuff. Okay, so there could be drugs, embezzling. I don't know what it is, but there's something there. I'm telling you. And yeah, makes you wonder what's going on there. Look at that. Secrets, cover up, withholding information. I'm telling you, they know. And in June. So we're getting all these different months coming up here as well. Yeah, these people are a piece of work, I'm telling you now. Like, summer is what we're in now as well. I'm not sure if I'm getting any other information. It's getting a little confusing. The 7 of fire. And we've also got the 2 of water. So there's, you know, there's, I'm hearing the words playing with fire. And it might go quiet for a little while. And there's time for rest and pause in this. The family, you know, they're trying to hold on and push for answers, but they also, there's like, you know, with the investigation, there's a pause period. And it might seem like nothing's happening behind the scenes, when the police could be sitting back waiting for something. So just be aware of that. Yeah, because there's going to be a sudden change. Something's going to turn and change here. So I feel like someone's going to muck up, like somebody in the group is going to make a mistake, and they're going to they're going to make things unravel and come undone for the rest of the group. And I think that's really damn awesome. So it could be something that they just slip up one night in conversation with somebody else while they're on drugs or drinking or whatever, or just in conversation bragging, who knows. There might be something that they say and someone else hears it and gets wind of what's going on, or has a conscience and comes forward. Yeah. Yeah. And I feel like there has been threats made against the others in the group as well. That's just the idea. Yeah, money as well involved, December. So it's going to take some time and funding as well for the family. And there is a GoFundMe account link in the description box below. Okay. So, guys, that's pretty much all I've got for now on Jayo. I haven't felt a huge connection strongly with these messages, but it is a check-in. We're going to see what comes up with it. Hopefully I can get more insight when I get a bit more energy and I can sit down and really tune in. I'm hoping to. I've just had so much health, you know, with my health issues and that, I just haven't been able to do it. But I do feel like there's going to be a change in events very soon, and it could be quite unexpected. So based on somebody saying something stupid or actually confessing and unraveling the whole thing for everybody else. But, you know, I wonder if they did leave him out to the elements. You know, there's pigs out there, there's very dry, hot weather. I did see that swampy algae kind of area too, like he could be near there. So I don't know what the outlay is, like I don't know what it's like out there, the outback. I just have seen pictures, it looks quite red and dry and very hot, but I know there's rivers and stuff like that as well, there is water out there. But you can drive for miles and not see anything, that's how vast and rural it really is. Like it's really, you know, it's desolate. Okay guys, so that's all I've got today, and I hope to connect with you guys again soon. Let me know if you've got any more information, if you've been following Jayo's case and his, you know, family as well. Like let them know if you hear of anything. Or let me know, let police know. You can call 1-800-333-000, Crime Stoppers, if you've got any information on the whereabouts of Jayo, or Jeremiah Rivers. And I'm praying for his family, that they receive truth and clarity very soon, and also that somebody comes forward with a conscience and tells it truthfully, you know, what happened to Jayo, because somebody knows. Alright, love and blessings, guys.